All right, so this is part two of that first lesson. So what we're going to be doing here is kind of interpreting graphs, but representing them or relating them to certain things about ourselves and our four closest friends. So what we've got down here is we've got 4 points that are on an XY axis. And you'll notice just like the last one, it doesn't really give us any information about what the X and the Y represents. So this is the challenge to you. I want you to think about your 4 best friends, okay? And I want you to think about their characteristics, maybe their height, maybe their age, maybe their, how good they are in basketball, maybe, how many bikes they have, things like that, okay? And what I want you to do is decide a few things, okay? I want you to decide what the x-axis represents, okay? And what the y-axis represents, okay? And I want you to think of those two things, and then I want you to think, which one of these people are your best friends, or which one of these 4 people are you, and which ones are your friends. Okay? I'll kind of give you an example of this for me. I'm going to go ahead and go with age to represent my x-axis, and then I'm going to go with height to represent my y-axis. Okay? And now that I've labeled those, now I want to think about my friends and where they fit on this. Okay, so my 4 best friends are my wife. I know, it's cute. Kenny and my friend Ross. Okay, so those 3 people, Sarah, who's my wife, Sam, who's me, Kenny, and Ross. Now, if I think about these people, Ross and Sarah are the same age. And Kenny and I went to school together, and we're actually the exact same age as well. Okay? So when I think about Sarah and Ross, those are probably going to be the people that are more like the A and B, whereas me and Kenny are probably going to be more along the C and D people, okay? Just because we're older. Now we have to think of it in a different way as well. Now I got to think, well, between these people, who's the taller? And Sarah is definitely shorter than Ross, okay? Sarah's definitely shorter than Ross. Okay? And between me and Kenny, Kenny is taller, okay? So as we move to the right, we get the older people versus the younger people. And as we move up, we get the taller people versus the shorter people. So in this case, Ross would be A. Ross would be A. Kenny is going to be C. Sarah is going to be B. And I am going to be D. So that's my example. Now you're going to go ahead and be prompted to go ahead and come up with what are your axes and what are your people, but also to give me an explanation of why. And you can't use mine. It's forbidden, not allowed. You got to come up with your own. Go ahead and do that now.